He was the guy who broke the records around on the West Coast.
All right.
But I just found out from May, I think, from Joyce, that he's been a contractor. I haven't seen him in years until last night. And I think he done got Joyce for a few hundred, you know.
All right.
No, what I'm saying is, they stuck her up for a few hundred. I'm going to see if that's the same guy that we're talking about, and I'm going to check it out myself.
All right.
But to watch a person, to have this in them, talking about fish, I asked them, how did you come to that? She said something about the spermidine fluid. I said, you know that little tadpole in there?
Go ahead.
I said, yeah. What about it? Well, that's how we revolve. We revolve. When she got through talking, I said, well, look, is it any books or something? Where you get this at? I mean, is there any way or anything in the creation in our body or something's happening that, you know, I can look up or something, you know, to find out what you're talking about?
Go ahead,
And, well, no, it's within me. Now we'll agree on that. And this is what I'm thinking. I think that every man is God with him. I said, now here she's hitting on the truth in pieces. You know what I mean? And that's the way. I said, well, is it open for any, you know, counter thought to that? No, because nobody can do so. I said, well, that's why they can't. Because you done already put up a wall that you're saying whatever you're thinking now, that's what it's going to remain.
Yes.
So it's like, I just talk to them just like I'm doing now. Just like it's like throwing darts, you know what I mean, and trying to bring them around to look at something. But you know when that beast gets up in you, and I keep asking questions that they can't really. I said, look, you got to show a source for something you believe in. Else, you know what you're talking about that's how the whole stuff is messed up now.
Right.
Everybody got an opinion, and can't nobody prove nothing.
Right.
Till it gets to the point where Yahweh got to send a divine vision down and to get us out of there, because it's so messed up.
That's the truth.
That's
You know,
right.
don't nobody want to listen to nobody. You know what I mean? Everybody's got an opinion. That's why the Baptists, Lutheran, everybody got an opinion, and can't nobody prove nothing.
No.
Now, there are some new people in here, right? This is the thing about this class, is that we can prove something and know something for sure.
That's right.
You know what I mean? That's what it means when they said the truth will set you free. And you don't even know that you're not free if you don't come to that kind of understanding.
That's right.
And we got to show a source for everything. I know a lot of times you hear speakers get up and they speak, and you know, a lot of us understand what they're saying. You know what I mean? But for the people that just hear, you know, just start coming, to show a source. When we say there's Yahweh and there's none else, then we got to prove that.
Go ahead.
Now, first of all, if we're going to try to do that, we got to find out, what is it?
All right.
What have I missed? I done went to all the churches, I done went everywhere. Now, what is it that I'm looking for? We're looking for Almighty Creator. What is it? Scripture says Yahweh is spirit.
All right.
And those who worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. Now, they said that in the church to me too. Yeah, God is spirit, spirit is God. But we want to know more than that, so we want to find out what is the makeup of spirit.
All right.
Now, the makeup of spirit, first of all, spirit is what everything illuminates from, but abides within.
That's right.
Okay? It's the limits, the bounds, the all in all. You know. So now we want to find out that the makeup of it is attributed. Now that's what these words up here. And it took me a while to catch on to this. Look,
So
these
late,
are
you got
not
'em.
flowery words.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So you got to find a substance, find the substance in it. Now you know that these attributes here, there's 9 principal major attributes, which you can fit that with your 9 systems in the body.
Right.
But now, by this being the makeup, there is nothing happening in the creation without some form of this. Nobody, you can't do, this is working at all times.
That's right.
And when the Creator says, there is Yahweh and there is none else, now, when you find out what He is and the makeup of Him, you should be able to understand that.
That's right.
Because now everybody got that.
That's
So
right.
now, if all these things belong to Him, it really should tell you who you are.
That's right.
Now, let's dabble right here. We got intelligence, wisdom, knowledge, love, beauty, justice, foundation, power, and strength. Now let's cover this with us. You see that?
Go
Now
ahead.
you got intelligence, wisdom, knowledge, love, beauty, justice, foundation, power. But you don't have the strength to carry these things out. Right? So, which tells you that they're working together. You understand what I'm saying? They're working together. Now, if they're working together, right, that means they can't come in one at a time.
Right.
Right? That would tell you that it was created somewhere else.
Come on.
Or these would be able to make what's in the cloud. That means that Yahweh is more than this.
That's right.
And it didn't take all of this to make this and this and this and all the creation.
That's right.
So therefore, this, all this power, strength, and intelligence, everything, is created. Do you understand what that means? That the attributes were created somewhere else?
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
I mean, that's the power.
Yes,
That
sir.
means whatever we going to and we're going to be one with, it's more than what we have.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Now, it says, in the beginning, John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word. Now, that's what these lips up here for. It said, one word of Yahweh has set all this in motion.
Go ahead.
So now, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yahweh, okay? Now, John over here on Island Patmos is saying that. Now, you're talking about in the beginning was the Word, now, and it's with Yahweh. That's why you can't see a word, because it's still in a pure spirit state.
Go ahead.
And the Word was Yahweh. Now, here's this Word here has the power to take on an incorporeal body. Now, when we get to Exodus, and it says, then went up Aaron, Nadab, and the body of the 70 elders of Israel, and they saw the loam of Israel on his feet was like the paved work. Okay, and the body of heaven is clear.
Yes.
Now, that's why the body is clear, because they made up of this. You
Right.
understand? So now, Elohim is the Word, which makes him, now this is him transforming into the tabernacle, transforming into every cosmographical structure, everything in the universe.
All right.
Or the archetype pattern of everything.
That's right.
So that means that what they're looking at, when it says the body of heaven is clearness, this body is standing on those attributes.
Go
That's why
ahead.
it's clear.
Go ahead.
And the attributes is the structure in which it stands, and the whole world fits in it.
Right.
You know, all this whole creation is in this body, with this embodiment of Elohim.
That's right.
Coming on out.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
right.
this is the structure of which it stands.
Go
Which
on.
should let us know, like John said, that if all this was in you, because this is who this is, and all of
Teach.
you have the power, like he said, you can take the universe out.
That's right.
If you could ever reach the perfection of what it was in the beginning, and that's what we're down here to do.
Yes.
This might be the last water hole, man.
That's right.
Salvation. I mean, right here where we stand today. That's right.
Go ahead.
And for anybody to not be able to get it here, I've been all over this to everybody, and it will wear you down trying to cipher through that erroneous doctrine and lies and egos, and people don't
Yes.
want to come down and giving you erroneous stuff. I mean, yeah, you can be tricked easily. That's why it's important to understand what he is. These are not flowery words.
That's right.
And you can see these working in righteousness, you know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
Or you can see them perverted going the other way.
That's right.
Now, that's how you would distinguish a vessel or whether something. Stop looking at the flesh,
Right.
you know, and start beaming in on what a person is saying. Now, that's where everybody, especially the women in this class, the women, because I have the hardest time explaining the women in this class.
Go ahead.
And you got to understand, whether you understand it or not, that you are different. You're
Go
not
ahead.
like other women in the creation.
That's right.
Understanding that you have come to, you
That's right.
you got to. It's like you got to have discretion and work them attributes with the love that you have, because it's like a open target. You know what I mean? What you project naturally so is power in their love.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Everybody wants see, nobody wants to see you be you. They
Right.
want to see the image of what they have of you.
Right.
And they will take you down to do that. They will bring you down to get that image. See, now, you don't have these kind of thoughts. They've been taken away, which makes you different. You're supposed to be thinking in righteousness.
Go ahead.
So even in any mate that you choose and pick, you got to discern him through what we've been taught down
That's
here.
right.
Or you got big problems. You know what I mean? Just as it's power in these things, and that's the way you discern a vessel. Now, if you can work it like that and work relationships and anything into it like that, 9 chances out of 10 you won't have no problems dealing with someone, because you got all the power working with you. You know what I mean? Instead of
That's right.
being led and stuff. If you're gonna be led somewhere, be led in righteousness.
That's right.
And because now, think of this. How many people, if you understand this naturally so, right? How many people in the creation do you think that understand what we're talking about here? So you can't expect nothing but getting run over and stuff if you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying? You can't expect nothing but some negative, crazy stuff. It's like Doc said. Anybody don't know Yahweh is crazy as hell. And the whole world is crazy.
Go ahead.
So you can't look for nothing other than what you see projected out in the streets, unless you're going to discern it from here. The only way you can change anything is through this. This is not, this gospel is not something that you can just, you get all this information and you go around talking to people and bring it in the class. It's not that. It's power in it.
That's right.
You have the power to declare certain things.
That's right.
You know,
Go ahead,
Yahweh
man.
will give you doggone mate. It's already chosen. You just have to stop looking a certain way and look through the eyes of the teaching, and it'll be there.
All right.
But you cannot, it's just like the brain. The inner man is not a liar. You
That's
can't tell
right.
yourself a lie.
That's
Because
right.
that that dwells within is not a lie, right? And the only way, and when a person don't understand and not one with the Creator, there's no way that he could ever. How you gonna do right? You don't know what it is.
That's right.
Satan got the whole creation, program. You know what I mean? You're gonna try to live right in an unrighteous world. You got to have some source to find out what it is before you can do anything. Because the brain dictates to the body,
Right.
and the body is set up where Yahweh gave the man what he needed. You know what I mean? Like Adam, the first man, he didn't have to wait no 9 months in the garden. It was already there. The body replenished itself, the earth, everything that was created in he changed not.
That's
That's how
right.
you can see him easy, because he will not change. But when you see somebody changing and different things, you know, now that's why I got to come out here. I'm going back to where I reside to.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All
I'll be
right.
coming back home shortly.
All right. All right.
I mean,
All right.
that obedience and all these, you know, these things that dwells within the, it's the outer man. Yahweh gives you what you need. It's what you want that gets in the way.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like to go have overweight or put something in your body or whatever it is. It's not the inner man doing that. It's the outer man keep throwing stuff. You know, the inner man keep trying to fight that stuff and burn it off and everything. And before you know it, outer man throwing some more stuff down there. You know, like, hey, let's go to the party. So the inner man said, hey, but yet and still, give me time to shovel this other stuff out. You know what I mean? So you don't give him that time, that stuff keep piling up. You know what I mean? Till you know, get that stuff straight. But the inner man is doing all the work. Even with that, he still keeps all this going.
That's right. Talk about the mercy of Yahweh.
Hey, that's right. And look, I'm gonna get out off the floor here, and you know, so many things go through my mind when I'm up here, and sometimes my thoughts get scattered or something, because I realize a lot of things, and I see a lot of things happen to the body. My thing is, you know, let's point some of these things out.
Yeah.
You know, I mentioned something about the tune the last time I was on the floor. I mean, I said it because these things happen to me, and if it happened to me, what I feel is like, if we're supposed to be as one in a body, you know, we used to go to gigs and we'd be riding in the car, and we couldn't afford to fly and all that. Then we had these amplifiers, these drums sitting there trying to make it to a gig, you know, and some fool moved, bam, boom, hey man, be still, you know what I mean? You know, well, if you one with, I mean, what happens to one affects us all, especially if it's got any kind of operation going within the class. You know what I mean? So it happens. It happened to me, but and I just mentioned it. But after that, I mean, about 10, 15 people I done talked to, and you know what? So we caught him just where he was. That was the whole purpose of saying it, to catch Satan and consume him where he was.
Right.
And we caught him as a body, because it just made a chain reaction and things.
That's
you know what
right.
I mean? And that's what's the purpose of pointing things out. So whatever affects the body, we'll have him going left and right. But so there's no point in just letting things go unsaid and undone. You know, this is where we're supposed to nail him at. And if we're going to be a body, this is the way we have to function. You know, like, I really hate to leave. It's up to me.
I hear you.
You know, I wouldn't be going, but I want to thank everybody for, and Andrew, he loaned me a little car of transportation.
Yes.
Me and the wild mouse been getting around. And I appreciate that. And
Yes, sir.
Celeste helped me the other night when she took me somewhere and stuff. So, I mean, everything has been so beautiful, and this is the place to be for those who, you know, maybe here for the first time or kind of new. And if you hang here, you'll come to understanding.
That's right.
And it's not like you're not going to find what's taught here in many of the other classes. You know, it ain't like a whole bunch of folks that have a divine vision.
Right.
But you can always tell a true prophet or a true teacher, a true son of Yahweh, in that when he teaches, he raises your understanding to where he is.
Right.
Now, if I was under somebody, and I thought about that, because I ain't never met nobody like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I understand all the spiritual
That's all
principles
right.
coming down from Dr. Kinley and what's in the Father's and the Son. I mean, that's simple to me, but I never met nobody like that. You know what I mean? Y'all said don't vote for them. Yeah. I know Yahweh.
That's right.
We went down to see how basic guy.
That's right.
Sit up for it, ain't hot dog.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Just like the previous speaker said,
That's
if it's all one body and all one spirit, there's only one voice, you know, hey, where's that one voice coming from? But listening to a true teacher, like a lot of teachers, you know, that have gone, you know, the 10-10 and a lot of stuff I had to get rid of.
Yes, sir.
They would never give you the tools to get beyond them.
Right.
So that's how you know who's telling the truth, because you don't have to wonder. Whatever he told them, whatever somebody talking about, when you are able to understand what them attributes and in the realm of eternity and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
All right.
That's how when you know you got the truth. Now, if you want to catch Satan, always remember, you know, it's especially for the women. If you want to nail Satan in a body, always remember everything he comes up with is going to be something physical. He's going to have some kind of physical connotation to it.
Go ahead, Doc.
Because that's where he's trapped at in the body. Look, you got the tabernacle pattern, right? So you got spirit and corporeal in the flesh, right?
Go ahead.
Now, when Yahshua went out on the cross and he poured his spirit, when he went out on the cross, his veil was torn out. He said, me and my Father are one. The veil ripped out of the tabernacle, which means there's no division between the holy place and the most holy place, because him and the Father is one now, right?
Go ahead.
Now, where is Satan trapped at? Satan trapped down here in the court around the body, in these bodies and stuff.
Right.
So, therefore, he don't have to have a physical connotation, because he can't get back.
No.
The door is shut off.
No.
So you ain't got to worry about him knowing that up here. You can forget that. I mean, he knows it and perverted it. But if you want to catch him, he's going to have to catch him. He's going to have some kind of physical stuff behind it. So once you get it straight from up here, you won't have no problem with Satan. Right. Well, and you got to think of that, you know, because he's so subtle. He moves in another way. He'll make you think that, hey, I want to learn this gospel. I want to, hey, be one with you.
Teach.
Then you catch him doing something else. So wait a minute, that, you know, he said so and so, and then you go, and then he's gonna start some lies, and then one lie gonna lead to another, and they're gonna pile up on him, because that's who he is, the father of lies.
Right.
So if you were looking for a mate or whatever, then you want to find a person, a man, that basically, if he institutes something, I'm going to take you to the movies. Watch to see if he fulfills. Not the one who, hey, I can't make it, whatever. You want, because a person don't have to institute anything for anybody unless they're going to, what are you doing it for?
Right.
That's setting you up. That's, he's starting out beguiling. You know what I mean? Covering the truth and stuff. That's the first to know they can't make it. So look for these doggone principles in dealing with people. You know what I mean? Hey, it's simple to see righteousness because everything that the Messiah did on this earth plane, he fulfilled. Whatever he instituted, he fulfilled.
That's right.
So that's how you want to look for righteousness. And you ain't going to find no righteous person going through all this, hey, boom, bragging, ego, and all that. You're not going to find that there. You know what I mean? You want to look for the manifestation of the Lamb. That calmness in a person that's calmed down. Now, that's why they after y'all. Because they see that in you.
Right.
They see that Lamb in you.
Right.
And so that's what they do. That's that devouring thing coming, you know what I mean? So that's what they're looking at. That's what they love in you. That's what they admire in you. The beauty, the physical beauty,
Always
and then the you know, the calmness and stuff. Everybody want to be with a winner.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Nobody want to be with no loser. So this is what you want to look for in a person. Not the ones that's doing everything that everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? Look for the Lamb. Look through the eyes of understanding. And I mean, it gets simple that way.
That's very good.
You know what I mean? If you down here and you know that you down here, this is your soul salvation on the line, it wouldn't be in the part of them attributes that you be messing around taking a chance on losing it. And one of them fools and Gentiles will make you, because he has nothing to turn nothing with.
Go ahead.
You can't blame him. The only thing he can, any help he can get is what you give to him.
That's right.
Because he don't know Yahweh.
That's right.
He's going according to the land, law of the land, the hustling. I'm getting me some money. Look, all that you talking about don't mean nothing. You ain't got no money. He don't understand who's giving the money. He don't know what. And everybody in the world that don't know Yahweh is under the same thing. So that's why you can't hate him.
No.
You know what I mean? Just get your stuff together so you can be ready for him. This gospel. Let me tell you about this gospel is. If you always live in the principles of what is taught down here, and everybody that knows the gospel does that. That's why we often get along, because we got that same spirit, that same control, the same understanding. That's what makes us that body. You know what I mean?
That's all right.
So if when you see them things working negative and stuff, you want to be one with, and don't want to be going against them attributes.
That's
The
right.
attributes is the power. This
right.
is the power for us.
That's right.
Don't you know what we can do? I was saying, we can will many things ourselves.
That's right.
And besides, he said, hey, you do greater things than me. We're going to do it. That is where the power and the direction and everything is. And this is where you want to discern with your life. You don't want to be one that there's no way. And it's hard for people in the class that is not of one mind to deal with one another. You know what I mean? I'm going through plenty of stuff. When you get this stuff mixed up, you got a problem too. You know what I mean? So either you one with or you're not.
That's it.
See, I'm one with whatever I say.
Yes, you are.
That's what I mean.
That's right.
And this is how I check everything out. This gospel will either pull people to you or they'll get back. I got some folks that every time I get, it's like Satan, I can see him coming to the door. Right?
Go ahead.
Every time this cat come in the door, baby. These little guy across the street over there.
Go ahead.
I turn the gospel on, and the left is the gospel, and somebody be on the tape feeding the gospel, or either some gospel, the gospel music. He said, "Oh no, man, don't." I said, "Man, I'll listen to my." It runs him away. Satan got to get away. It will either draw him to you or get him back. Everybody you want, you don't want to be bothered with somebody. Just preach the gospel. They will get away from it.
That's right.
Or they would, something that's going to be there to listen. But if you don't do that, then you're going to keep on picking up problems. Keep on putting on misery and worry. Keep on picking up the manifestations of the physical vessel you think you love. And you're just going to keep on taking on their misery. Before you know it, that be right back in you.
Go ahead.
You be choked up, So you don't want to do that. You want to preach the gospel, and they will come to you or get the hell away. There ain't no sideways they can go. That's all you got to do. Just keep telling this and do it just what we're doing, and they will get away from you. And those that get away from you, don't call them no more.
That's right.
Don't call them up no more. I mean, that's, they done got away. Don't call them up no more. That's right. Because you call him up, you gotta tell him you sorry for preaching it.
That's right.
You gotta tell him, I'm sorry, and I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but if it hurt your feelings, it wasn't supposed to be there in the first place.
That's right.
Now, if you don't call him back up, call Satan back into your life or your home or whatever you're doing, if you don't call him up, then if he is of righteousness and if they are for real, then they're going to call and say, hey, I'm sorry, and, I was in a bad mood or something, and I'd like to learn a little bit more about what you were telling me. I don't understand it, and that's probably why I got mad or something, right? Well, all you got to do is just tell him. Because when you get them away from you, oh, you are, when you call them up, call them back, Want another dose? You go, oh, you want another? They want
That's right. That's right.
Wait a minute. Here's what you're open for. I mean, that's emotionally or spirit. It's a spiritual principle behind this thing. It ain't. But you open for. Dog, I lost my wallet. Oh, did you see my wallet?
Come on.
No, I haven't seen anything.
Come on.
Can I borrow your car?
Come on.
Yeah, honey, you can borrow the car. He got the wallet, the car, and another woman down at the club or whatever. This is where Satan works. And wait a minute, yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. I was going fast, and here he come back with another lie. I had a flat tire. You know what I mean?
Come on.
So, and these are the games people play.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But you got to understand what's happening. It is not the vessel. That's Satan after your soul. Because after your natural inheritance of eternal life.
Come on.
But he's showing up after us. You know what I mean? We the body. By the bride. The body that makes up that bride.
That's right.
So he definitely after us. This is what I'm saying. The women in this class are different. I cannot explain to a carnal mind, you got it. I'm trying to bring this up because in some kind of manifestation, I see people keep, getting tagged in the same manifestation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's nail the manifestations here, you know what I mean? And, anyway, I hope somebody got something out of that. I have it on my heart and mind because you are different, but people ask me something about, I said, man, you ought to come to class with me. I said, oh no. I said, man, if you talking about women, I said, man, this is some beautiful sisters.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
And in trying to explain, I said, well, man, it's hard to explain, but these women are not, their concept and stuff, it's not like, they're not like the chicks, Now, I'm trying to explain something that ain't nobody come to yet.
Right.
You
That's
can't come
right about a woman. That's
kind of
right.
thing about women unless you got this thing. So I'm just trying to describe something, and which they look at it as it's an impossibility. Somebody that ain't jealous, somebody that ain't, that's got the same old dumb stuff and keep going through, you go through with women or the disobedience and everything. I said, no, these women are obedient, man. I said, by them being obedient, the things you're talking about would only exist in you or your concept of where you're looking at.
That's all right.
I said, I've never met anybody like that. And I said, even in talking to the women, some of the older women, I said, I'll be talking manifestations of principles, and they be telling me about source and stuff. That's, before I, caught on.
Come on.
And I look back at that, and they don't have that same kind of thought that most women have. I mean, a lot of women, with my experience with women, they all say they're different.
Come on.
But that's depending on who they're dealing with. But some have an experience.
That's right.
It's just, you can work iniquity looking through women just like you
That's
can
right.
doing it with this gospel.
He uses them.
But it's the difference is knowing the righteousness and whatever kind of way that you understand it. If it's in you to dog someone, you're going to do it anyway.
That's right.
This is what's in you that stops you from doing all that.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? And I can't explain to a carnal mind that women has evolved and reached this kind of plateau. I have to preach the gospel to somebody to make them understand what it is. So this is what I'm saying. The females in here and the women in here, you are different. And if you must see that, you know what I mean? It's not, you be humble and you be a lamb like and all that. But is the lion or the lamb the strongest?
Right, right.
The Messiah looked like he got his behind whooped all coming and going. but yet he was all in all.
Right.
So that's because what was laid down in him, and that's what we have laid down in us through this teaching. So therefore, although lamb you take it as abuse, remember the power that you have and the strength that you have. And if you apply that, see, men have a way of pushing women psychologically to make them break.
Yes.
And they do that because of their own insecurities.
Right.
In other words,
That's right.
by a man think of like you're an extension of him.
Teach.
Well, hell, the man got a big ego.
That's
He
right.
don't know nothing about this. He got an ego and what they think of him. So, you know, he got to make sure his woman's ego up like that, right along with his. So he's going to push you. He'll push you psychologically. He'll try this. He'll try that. See if you will go for this. See, because it's actually something for his own security.
Right.
So he want to know what you would do under any given circumstance.
That's right.
And the only circumstance he can't know that what you would do in, he can't push you to, is righteousness because he don't know nothing about it.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So some men have the power or the intellect or experience to run game, use women like tools and stuff. I mean, you know, it's once you learn the technique, it's easy.
Yes.
And don't think that it ain't a technique involved and people can't do anything. That's why so many people get over on other people all the time. And being an entertainer, I done seen it, and, you know, do, you know, a lot of
Go ahead,
stuff.
Doc.
So I'm trying to pass all these things down,
That's right.
so you can sew them up and have the counter thing.
Right.
You think about this. Look, I think about all the women I ever dealt with as an entertainer. Some of them I can't remember. I mean, you know.
That's
But
right.
there's one thing, of all of them, there is not one that I can think of that wanted to know how I did it. That means I know something that they all don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So therefore, what I'm trying to pass on to you is the psychology of a way a man's mind works, not
Right.
what he is telling you out of his mouth. And you got to see it spiritual-wise in the principles that he ain't got nothing to discern nothing with. What's in him that's going to make him change? And the only thing that's going to be in him is you putting something there and resurrecting him where you are.
Right.
Now the power and them attributes, just like you got a soft wind and you got hurricane. So don't think that the lamb being lamb like just don't go get carried away
That's right.
and just forget about your attributes, your intellect and stuff,
Right,
and
right.
just be always led to the slaughter.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because what's in you is power.
That's right.
The power is in humility. And these things that you have, a lot of things should never happen to a lot of the people. And I guess I'm mainly speaking to the body because, you know, we're one with one another,
That's
so
right.
I speak to one. But I'm trying to bring these things out so you can work them attributes. Watch what you're looking at. Listen to what comes out of a person's mouth. Now, it's got to be iniquity of righteousness. Now, if you understand what's taught here, I'm saying this because this teaching is just not for us to just learn and go on the street and go get tagged with the same stuff.
Right,
This
right,
is life
right.
we're talking. We're talking about
right.
life and death.
That's
We're talking about everything in the whole creation, the sum total. I don't care what direction it is. Because there's Yahweh and there's none else.
Speak.
You're going to try to see something else, you're going to have a problem.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And just like I said, if you come out that cloud, that's why you get tagged, because you're in the court roundabout in your thinking.
Right.
That's why all kind of ridiculous physical things continuously happen to you, over and over and over.
Right.
Because you didn't use your cloud to discern it with.
That's
Right.
You're down in the court roundabout.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that means half the people that's in the court roundabout, we're supposed to be under, under this cloud.
That's right.
You know, a cloud of righteousness, loaded with intelligence, wisdom, knowledge, the ones that's keeping a heart beating.
Yes.
And half the folks in the creation, now they got an epidemic, they around, got another pipe. They
Go ahead.
following that cloud. This epidemic, he got to come up with some kind of cloud.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, Look.
That's right.
Good cane, yeah.
Teach, Doc.
Where's cane? Bottom. If you got, Cain was the first murderer back here.
Go ahead.
We got to find him up here somewhere.
That's
What
right.
is cocaine? Co-signing death.
That's right.
You know, and if what happened is killing folks all over the doggone country, is robbing it. He's doing exactly what he did back then. First murder, now he's down here at the end murder. So we come in with a righteous cloud, you got to have the cloud of iniquity. You know what I mean? Don't be fooled by what it is. You know what I mean? Anything, and because those things will have a tendency for you to move. Lost my thought. These things will have a tendency to move you out of the gospel. You know what I mean? You be whatever, you be hungover, you be so out of it and stuff. You know what I mean? It will take you away. So
Right.
I mean, there ain't no sense of getting. We at the door now, you know. But I wasn't bringing that point out to because I'm aware of somebody, you know, messing with cocaine. Because I don't care not what goes into the man that defiles him and what cometh out. But I am saying I'm trying to make a spiritual principle in that whatever it was, it ain't just like it was back there. This is life and death for us down here.
Go
So we
ahead.
want to see these things and point them out, you know, and strengthen one another
That's right.
in knowledge because it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, and then we right here at the door. We don't want to lose right now.
That's right.
And so that's why we want to get these things straight. Even if Dad has to go and take off the flesh, that we'll be in there and all these things is covered. You don't have to wonder where I'm coming from, what I'm thinking, because you already know.
That's
And
right.
you should be able to discern it through what has been taught to
That's
us
right.
that dwells in us all Yahweh and there is none else.
That's right.
You know, and you can't find nothing else. Ain't nothing working without them attributes.
That's right.
Now you want to see them working in righteousness, or you want to see them perverted some kind of way, or colored over truth. But it's all revealed now.
That's right.
There ain't nothing you can't know.
That's right.
So you got to watch these doggone principles and protect one another, which I get all that. I get all kind of love about my family. I mean, you know, I have no complaints about the body that I'm one with. None at all.
All right.
From the children to all the brothers and all. So I don't have no complaint. But I see little things that happen and people keep getting tagged with. And if you got tagged with it here, what they say about New York, wherever you say, if you get tagged with it here, as mild-mannered as everybody is, or the manifestation is so light or powder puffish, like, you know what I mean? You go down there where I'm at, down in Detroit, Lewis got off the plane and 11 folks got killed that night. He said, oh no, let's go back. 11 folks.
Jeez,
You know what I
Doc.
mean? And you can find drugs and stuff coming out the doggone supermarket. I'm telling you, come out the supermarket, sitting in the car. They're going to want to arrest them and say it's a felony for selling it on the playgrounds and stuff. So the manifestation of the things that you're going, you know, the easiest way to control someone is to take them out of their element.
That's
Now,
right.
so you're in your element. You take you take folks out the element, they have to depend on you.
That's right.
And that's something Satan will always have to do.
Right.
You could be set up and everything here, and hey, a pretty face or a skirt or a handsome guy come through. Hey, baby, I love you. Here's some money. Pay your rent. So you know what I mean. Next thing you know, oh yeah, oh well, yeah, but you know my job is gonna cause me to move to so and so, so and so. Hey, baby, you coming with me? Yeah. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Look
Now
at it.
you're out of the element. Now he's got you.
Go
He's got
ahead,
you.
Doc.
Tammy takes you out the element. This is why the power of this gospel will straighten all that stuff out. If you use it, we have the power. I'm telling you, we have the power. When I was talking to this vessel last night, talking about revival from tadpoles and listen to that, by not getting geared up and knowing what I'm listening to, I knew. I said, she is mad. I thought she was mad. I mean, I was laughing.
Go ahead.
I mean, it was funny to me because I
Go
know what
ahead.
she was doing, and then she was like trying to make something out of that.
Yes.
But by me, you know, understanding source and substance, I said, man, so where you getting that information at? Well, it's mine. Everybody got one, yeah. You know? But see, very few men has been able to mess up her theory. And that's what I'm talking about in dealing with men. The intellect that you get down here and these attributes messes up their theory, their game plan.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
And then you can bring it around. And then you might be able to, it might be the thing. But you got to get that, all that carnal stuff out. You know what I mean? And this, when I was talking to them, and then you'll find, you still know when you get into them because they,
Go ahead.
browse that big stuff in them. Yeah, but and the guy was there.
Do it,
Oh,
John.
honey, oh, that come up, and he was trying to pin her down. She was still, hey, nobody them tadpoles. I mean, she was fine. That beast was eating her up because her inner man was fighting now.
Go ahead.
That stuff wasn't making no sense to her no more, and she ain't getting her point across. And she was, I'm telling you, they walking, the voices go up.
Oh, do it,
That's
brother.
all you have to do is just keep on say, oh yes. Well, I love you. Well, no, I mean, I just thought I could ask some questions. Well, is there anywhere I can get any books on what you're talking about? but it's technique.
Yes.
It's technique. I'm not gonna fight with them. I see the beast up in them. Ain't no lamb I'm looking at. I know that. So it's the vice versa for the female.
That's
the same thing. Folks keep talking stuff. I said, wait a minute. Can you prove that? Where'd you?
Teach.
Well, you don't have to defend what you got,
That's right.
because they can't get what you got unless you resurrect them in that realm. So you ain't got to worry about what they know. All you got to do, well, where did that come from? What where do you get some intelligence from?
Teach.
I mean, you make some. Now, yeah, but the world is messed up, and the Christianity and Jesus, this stuff. Well, I agree with that. Everywhere. But see, I knew what principle she had right.
Yes.
She said, hit on the word attribute. I said, wait a minute, tell me, what is an attribute? Well, that's something that you have within yourself. She didn't know what it was.
Right.
She didn't know that it was a divine to belonging to Yahweh, and you can't get that one without having the rest.
That's right.
See, so I'm listening to what she said. She was bang, she shut up on something, but then I found she didn't know what she was talking about. She said it, which was true, but she didn't know why it was. So, and you can do that, and you can bring folks down and bring them to an understanding. It has the power to make them understand and bring them down. So I'm going to get off the road. I hope someone, it was food for thought and to examine certain things and know what you're looking at. This is the way you work that power. Don't defend what you have. You know, I mean, the world's lost anyway. Just want to make sure that you ain't lost. And this is the way your protection, like a shield. I mean, this is what this is. That's right. I mean, you know, they ain't nobody smarter than the folks of Yahweh to know something about this. They you know, yeah, we got the all in all. We got one with us that was there, and it's really difficult to err when you have somebody that knows what it is. You get it direct and raise your understanding there. You know what I mean?
That's
so
all right,
we
Doc.
got to take advantage of these things and listen to one another and catch these manifestations, because it's important. A lot of you could be going through certain things right now, and hey, this is the key to battle your way out and turn it around. You know what I mean?
Right.
So with that,
That's beautiful.
That's great.
I'll be, sorry, Lee. I don't know if I'll have a chance to be here Sunday or not,
Be
not-
up to 12:30.
right. My heart can't stand it.
Just close your eyes. I'll lead you to
But anyway, with those words, I'm going to step down. And thank you. Doc, I didn't mean to say anything, but I'm looking.
I'd like to ask the Dean if he had a few words for us.
I hope you enjoyed.
Very nice.
Yes, sir. That's
Dr.
from the heart.
Henderson is one that you really have to listen to.
That's right.
It's not that it's so deep, but I found that a lot of times he knows what he's talking about. If you're not careful, you don't catch on what he's talking about. But if you listen, you can catch the point.
Yeah.
The other thing is I felt that him leaving Sunday would be sort of cutting it close to get out of here and to the airport, so I requested that he speak.
All right.
And he goes away with the assurance that nothing has changed in us toward him.
That's right.
And the whole world as far as that's concerned.
That's right.
And there's a lot that I have to say, but I don't want to keep you. This is the right place to be in. And for you that are relatively new, all you have to do is hang with it.
That's right.
And as you heard from the moderator, this is a school. Now, it's just like you want to go to, in principle, want to go to a college and get some understanding. Well, this is a school of schools.
That's right.
We're the schools that taught the college.
That's right.
And when they slipped, we got them.
That's right, Papa.
Now that may sound to you, say, well, I don't know about it. All you got to do is hang in there.
That's right.
Then get up and go to college and ask them the question and the answers that you've learned here, and you find out they don't know what they're talking about.
That's right.
And I know how it is when you get caught up in the world. You know, you want to believe that the things that you think you've conceived is of a righteous principle, and it's hard to turn those things loose.
That's true.
We're rooted and grounded in traditions and customs, and we have mistaken those for reality.
Yes.
So my few words to you is to continue in the faith. Fight the faith.
That's right.
Fight for the common salvation.
That's right.
You see? And that doesn't mean you got your fist up at somebody. I thought I'd bring this up. Curtis was by, and Lucy has the financial sheet for the movie. They now have Curtis and his group as a television station. Right. So they need looking for a studio. It would be channel 68. And so we have all the time on that we want. You see? So despite things looking down, there's always an upbeat. You know? Dr. Bernard Doom was by yesterday. And we talked about some of the same things that we've been teaching here ever since this branch opened.
That's right.
Which comes from the branch from Ohio, all over the world.
That's right.
And all was done was some things reconfirmed,
That's
right.
which was by way of encouragement. That it was encouraging for Billy to have been here.
Oh, yes.
We went to the store and came back, Luke and I. When we pulled up, Billy and Bernard was sitting on the front porch.
All right.
Okay. And what I'm saying is there's always something to learn. Be open for that and recognize which is true and which is false.
That's right.
You see? You don't want to be used as a vessel where the truth comes through and means nothing to you and salvation to the other person.
No, Father.
You want the gospel to begin at Jerusalem.
That's
You
right.
understand? And you don't want it where you're talking about something you're not.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You see? There is power in this doctrine.
That's
You've
right.
seen it executed.
That's
That's
right.
right.
You've seen it done. You follow? You've experienced it.
Yes, sir.
No other branch school can even say that. And I don't say that they can't do it.
That's
That's
right.
not, but you cannot do it if you don't abide in the things that are Yahweh. That's what we're telling you.
Yes, sir.
You see, you can't lie on the Creator and expect any power.
No.
And that goes from a lie like this, Doc Kinley sent me. No, he didn't.
That's right.
This is what he said. If you go, I will do all I can do to help you.
All right.
You see? Now, if you buy that, it's just as great as anything else.
Sure is.
How simple can it be? Well, what kind? Moses, go down. Well, you gonna be with me? You gonna help me? Yeah. Same thing. Well, you gonna understand He sent you and this and that and other. You execute with no part, and everybody's in love with you, and they help with everybody else. You ain't got nothing.
That's right.
You ain't got nothing.
That's right.
And that you think is something glorious. You know what I'm talking about? People looking up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Come
on.
When you gone, their glory's gone.
That's right.
That's why I can't see worship of the Pope. The Pope is God.
Jeez, Dad.
That's right. He's head tight.
He died. Where you hear that now?
Right.
And you don't go around electing God.
All right.
Did you know that?
That's very good.
And people go back after the Pope died, go elect themselves another God. Then sit down, lay down, worship Him.
That's right.
Hey, but the Yahweh we serve, this is what He said. He had the keys to death, hell, and the grave. And behold, I'm alive forevermore.
That's right. That's right.